And we're on.
Hello.
Well, hello, everybody. Jason here at Time Warp, TWL. I'm standing next to Nikki, and we have got a packed show for you this evening. We have the, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Vampa Delombra will be with us talking about her horror shorts that she has done and her web series that she has, which I understand there's actually 2 different web series and everything, which I'm excited about. So she will be coming on with us in just a few minutes, and you can find all her stuff on YouTube as well. But let me tell you what I did this weekend.
Yes.
And then we have a short video of what she did this weekend, which we will show you in just a moment. But I got to be a judge at Back to the Bricks in Flint. I was so excited. And I know he's going to throw up some photos of me at Back to the Bricks. But I got the lovely chance to sit down and be a judge along with Fanny Bruiser, who is the owner of Vehicle City Vixens, which it was their show at Back to the Bricks. And I'm so proud to be the very first, or to be a judge on the very first Miss Back to the Bricks. It's the first time it's ever been done. The Back to the Bricks Auto Festival, of course, has been done for many years, but this is the first year that we actually had a pinup show, and I'm excited because, and I was a judge there along with Lisa, along with Fanny Bruiser, and I'm so proud of Fanny Bruiser and Starla because they really put on a heck of a show.
They put so much into the behind the scenes and the planning, and it's a big event.
It's a huge event, and if you haven't been to Back to the Bricks, it happens the same weekend as the Woodward Cruise, which I always thought was kind of a conflict. Why would you? But I'm going to tell you.
I think it's 2 totally different vibes, because I've been seeing the footage from Woodward, and it just looks like a traffic jam. It looks a little more stressful and like crowded and.
Well, hello, Lisa. Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody who's jumping on. My goodness.
Hi.
So, the Back to the Bricks was more of a car show and a lot of interactive fun that was happening during that. Whereas Woodward Cruise is a cruise. And yes, millions of people show up, and it is an international cruise. But I actually had more fun at Back to the Bricks. And having that, Fanny put on one of the most spectacular pinup shows I've ever been to. And, you know, we host the show at Autorama. So, can go.
Excuse me.
And then take your thingy off. So we will be back. We had a momentary pause. So we will be with you right back in a moment. So anyways, can you bring up the final photo on the Back to the Bricks, the one of the 4 women in the chick's eye view? So what happened? So leave it up for a second. What happened is we forgot to lock the door and somebody walked in, but they could have stayed and watched the show, but did they understand? Okay. So anyways, I had him bring up the Back to the Bricks, the final photo here. And as you can, and all these photos that you see us post is by a chick's eye view photography. She does a phenomenal job. But those are the winners. And I am going to tell you their names real quick. The first place winner was Polly Peterbilt, and I have to say these names because they're hilarious. And she's the one in the blue, the largest crown. Then there's Journey Von Velvet. I love that, Journey Von Velvet. And then she got 2nd place, and then Hot Shot Honey got 3rd place. These names are fantastic. I've got Vampa over there going, I like Fanny Bruiser. Isn't that cool? I love that. And then there is that was 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. And then Miss High Shine was Sally Sparkplug. I love
the names.
And then honorable mentions, Liberty Lexi, and then Polly Peterbilt again and Hot Shot Honey. But these were the winners of the very first Miss Back to the Bricks. And Fanny put on a hell of a show. And Starla put on, she was the MC of the show, and it was fantastic.
I'm excited to see some footage.
Yes, absolutely. So there'll be more footage coming. So I understand that you do something on the weekends from the middle of August to September that is pretty spectacular. What do you do?
It's why regrettably I couldn't join you for Back to the Bricks, but it's funny because we talked about how you were in Flint. And then I was going to be in a similar area, and literally our weekends. I
thought of you as I drove by.
Well, I was going to say our weekends literally passed each other because when I was driving home, all the classic cars were driving by me on the other way, leaving. So I work at the Renaissance Festival.
And we have a great clip. Is there any, before we go to the clip, because once we come back from the clip, we're going to have the famous Vampa I'm going to say her name wrong. Delombra.
There you go.
Is that
Good
correct?
Delombra.
Delombra. Who will be joining us, and we'll be talking about her movie shorts and everything. So, do you want to introduce your clip?
Yeah. So, I am an assistant to my friend who is one of the performers there. He does contact juggling, and at the Renaissance Festival, he is Fleck the Fool, and I man
Flex the Fool.
Fleck the Fool.
I love that.
Short for reflection, FLEC.
I like
because
Fleck.
Crystal balls. It's got
I
reflection.
Like Fleck. Oh yes.
So I man the cart and I sell our wares and ask people to come look at our crystal balls. She is the local wench. I am. I'm the ball wench.
And she'll be in outfit next week.
Yes, and that leads up to next week. We're going to talk all about costuming yourself with great pieces here. So yeah, I just did a quick clip while I was there to kind of tell everybody hi, and here's my view every weekend.
All right, so let's go to the clip. Here we go. Let me know when it's up.
Hello, Time Warp Live audience. I am at the Michigan Renaissance Festival where I work every weekend during its running. This is my partner dog. He is the amazing Fleck, and he's a contact juggler, tightrope walker, mediocre joke teller, but he's performing right now. And while he does that, I man our cart full of crystal balls, magic spheres. We sell peasant clothing, juggling sticks, hacky sacks, all sorts of contact juggling art items. We're really close to the pub up here. That is the Pub of Thrones. And there's a big iron throne inside that you could take a photo on. But yeah, I just thought I would check in, and I know Jason is going to come one of these Sundays here to visit me and take some more video around the place. But we just wanted a little clip for what I do on my weekends and tell you all to come out and visit at Michigan Renaissance Festival.
2, 1, and we're back.
So, look, there's Vampa. Vampa Delombra.
You got it.
Vampa Delombra. But I got to tell you, your outfit's cool.
That's not even my favorite one.
Yeah, can you see her over in front of this?
Yes.
Okay, good. She's gonna wear that next week.
Yeah.
And I said I want to make it so that I can just set a cup on it.
Oh yeah, I will be all wenched up next week. The first weekend, without a doubt, is always the hottest. Yeah. And I kind of take it easy on the costume because I know I'm gonna have to be standing there. In fact, 257 people passed out from heat stroke on Saturday.
And somebody disappeared.
Wow. And someone has disappeared, and that's all over the news right now. So it was a hot day. So like my costumes the first weekend are not all out there.
Sounds like the next movie script.
Yeah,
right.
I'm feeling inspired.
There you go.
Festival.
So Vampa.
Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah.
I'm so excited. Thank you for coming in. Now I know you've been on the show before.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to decide how long ago. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was before the show had all this.
It was probably like maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah. It was right after we started. And we were sitting right over there.
Yes, we were. Yeah.
So, Vampa, I've watched your movies. And one of them was filmed here. And I've watched your show, and I understand that you're visiting us from the underworld today.
That's right. Yeah.
So, was it a long ride?
I'm used to it.
You're used to it?
Yeah. It is a little, it's long, but you just kind of zone out during the.
Are you in a handbasket when you travel?
Always. That's the only way to do it.
I love that.
That's the only way to do it. Little cold up here today.
Little cold up here today.
But it's dreary, so that's nice.
It is.
But you have your headscarf.
Yes, I'm keeping warm.
So, Vampa, you come up to the upper world to put out some horror shorts and stuff like that. And I know, and we've got some graphics of your you've got 4.
Yes.
Right? And do you want to tell us what they are? Which ones they are?
Yeah. So I have Cannabis Cannibals, Murder Pool, An Occasion of Sin, and Delusional.
And so tell me, are they a series? Can you watch individually, or should you watch them in order?
You can watch them individually. I have heard, though, that the best way to experience it is to watch them all together as one piece.
Like one big movie.
Yeah. So you can kind of see, like, they're all shorts. All together, I think they're like, it ends up being 90 minutes. So you can see the progression of how I started and how simple we were. And we're still very simple. But you know, the things that I added and the people that I've, you know, brought on to help me and everything.
I think it's great, and you have a good array of cast members in each of them. What gave you the, like, to start the very first one? Your very first one was Cannabis Cannibals.
Yes.
So what gave you the umph to do that? Did you have somebody that you emulated?
I mean, it's kind of, it's so essentially I always knew I wanted to make movies.
Okay.
I can't really remember what really tipped me off. It might have been around when I was a teenager and I discovered David Lynch. I saw Lost Highway.
Oh,
and
I
that
love that.
was like a fairly new movie. And I'd always been a film fan, but never really saw anything that weird.
I love that.
And
I'm a David Lynch fan.
Oh yeah. And so when I saw that, I got more kind of interested in the filmmaking art because I didn't realize you could do something that weird, you know. I went to film school right after I got out of high school, had some bad luck where I couldn't finish the project that was actually a like different version of Occasion of Sin.
Oh, okay.
It was called American Asshole at that point.
Okay.
I cleaned up
that.
I cleaned up the title.
Maybe you should refilm it and call it
bio.
That's your
And the reason, well, it's funny because the reason I called it that was because this was around the time when American Beauty was like the big movie.
The big movie.
So it was kind of my answer to that.
But I love that. I love that. And so that's how Occasion of Sin came to be a little bit? You used that?
I kind of, so I ended up dropping out of that school, convinced myself, I don't want to do film. It's too hard. I'm going to do other things. I went to college. I got an undergraduate degree in film studies. So pretty much reading, writing, talking about movies and watching them at a scholarly level. That's what I did. Okay. I loved it. Can't really get a job with that, but
I know that story.
I loved doing it. Went and got a master's degree in library and information science. Wow. And then as soon as that was done, I was like, I still want to make that movie.
So it still kept
want
coming.
To make that movie. And it became louder because I was done doing the stuff that I thought I had to do. So I went back to the Cannabis Cannibals idea, which was another idea I had after An Occasion of Sin.
Was cannabis involved in the thought process and the plotting?
100%. So it's based on a kind of a true experience of me and my friend were hanging out.
Based loosely.
Yes.
Right.
You didn't need anybody.
Well, I mean, he disappeared much like the guy from the Renaissance. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's down there with her now.
He came over and
he's standing right there.
Hung out with us. And he smoked a joint like to himself.
Oh.
And we're like watching him like roll it up and everything and thinking he's gonna pass it.
Never
and
does.
He didn't. And then we thought maybe he was smoking like a cigarette, like a hand-rolled cigarette, and he wasn't. And he was like, no, I smoked a joint. Why would I offer it to you?
Okay, so that is a reason to join Murder Pool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we wanted to throw him in the murder pool.
Throw him in the murder pool.
Yeah, we wanted to. And of course, this person, that wasn't the only thing that he did.
No,
he was kind of ungracious and not very cool to hang out with. So he inspired that.
So Cannabis Cannibal is how long? 15 minutes?
Not even. I think it's like 12 minutes.
It's 12 minutes. Is it the shortest of the four?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was watching Occasion of Sin, I think it's 24 minutes.
Yes, that.
Something like
18.
that.
18. Well, there's two different cuts. So you might have watched the longer one. I shortened it up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do? Okay, so that inspired you to do Cannabis Cannibal.
Yeah.
So and then also An Occasion of Sin a little bit.
Yeah.
So what about Murder Pool and Delusional?
So with it, Cannabis Cannibals, I was really trying to just test it out. Like, okay, I have this, I really want to do this. Let's see what I can do. I got friends involved. We did it in our backyard. And I just did everything myself. With Murder Pool, well, let me back up because I had the idea for Occasion of Sin and it was really important to me. That was like a personal story. I didn't feel like I was quite ready to go and film that because there's car scene. There's a scene where, someone's supposed to be getting murdered, and so
Right.
I wasn't really sure how to do it all.
Mhm.
So I was like, I gotta do something else in between. I read a comic. It was Yo Books produces or publishes them.
Okay.
I forgot what they were called. Was it Haunted? Do you remember what they were called? Haunted Horror. And they reprint all the old, like.
By the way, we're talking to her co-host right now.
Dead McMahon.
Dead McMahon.
His spirit is here.
His spirit is here talking to us.
So you might hear him.
I think we're having a seance as we film.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
See?
Yeah.
I'm only here in spirit.
There you go.
Because we can get to that later.
Yes,
but,
we will.
Where was I?
Okay, so Occasion of Sin, you had to think of something else.
Yes, Haunted Horror. So they reprint all these old horror comics. I can't think of any of the. It's not EC. It's like all the lower rung crappy comics, and they're trying to be scary. They're hilarious.
I love campy horror.
And so I read one called The Murder Pool.
Oh.
And exactly what happens in my movie happens in that comic.
Oh.
I thought it was so funny. I had to make the movie.
I love that.
I had a couple things I didn't do that I kind of regret. Like I wanted when the skeletons popped up, I wanted their bathing suits to pop up next to it too.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And I just it was a quick fast shoot. We were at the actress's house who plays Gwen.
Who filmed it. The filming was done there.
Yeah, we were at her dad's house. We were, fighting daylight. There were people who canceled. We had to come back. It took us 2 years actually to shoot it because
I know it's crazy how long it takes sometimes.
Well, because the pool had to be closed up. It was I think at that point, October. We ended up having an unseasonably warm fall, so we were able to shoot up until that point, but we still needed one more.
And so you had to wait till next summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So didn't get to do that. And in the comic, when he pours in the acid, the pool turns red. And I didn't have any idea. Now I'm thinking I just could have gotten a red LED light and submerged it. But
But these are all good ideas for future movies.
We are in the era of revamping.
Revamping our movies, right?
Redoing
revamping.
Revamping. See?
She's going to revamp.
Just do the Redux.
Yeah, I could.
A little more skill now, a little bit better ideas. Kind of just give it your second touch.
I think it's absolutely great. I watched those, and not just because one of them was filmed here. One of the reasons we're standing here,
right here in this
is
section.
because this is the background to one of the films, Delusional, and we'll get to Delusional in a minute because I do like Delusional a lot. It's one of my favorite ones out of the four. Although I really like Murder Pool. I do really like Murder Pool.
Yeah,
but,
that's a fan favorite, that one. I get a lot of comments on that one.
Yeah, because I just, just the whole idea of people who piss you off, just to come over and say, oh, yes, take a dip and I'll be right back. I just want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all do.
I mean, we do also
and then their skeletons pop up.
We do also have the occasional customer that we would love to turn into,
the occasional sin.
Doll.
Yeah.
An occasion of sin.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite thing about doing movies? Because I know that you love it.
Yeah.
And because I was here watching you film, and you just are in a different world when you film, because you can tell that that's where your passion lies. What is your favorite part?
My favorite part's the shooting, the shoot day,
Uh-huh.
just leading up to it, everyone arriving, the camaraderie.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, because when we were shooting, everybody seemed to almost know exactly what they're doing. They're picking up where one is leaving off. And I have to tell you, in Delusional, there is a character called, is her name Karen?
Her name is Miss Janie.
Miss Janie.
Yeah.
But she is a Karen.
Yeah, she is.
And she comes in and that's you.
Yeah.
And I love the wig you chose, and she actually got the clothes from here.
I got the wig and the funny glasses,
and the big glasses
and the
and a
fabulous
sweater,
sequined sweater. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a purse.
But it was so funny because you were so spot on with how customers can be. You know what I mean?
I've worked retail.
Oh, I know. So,
So
out of the four, do you have a favorite?
I think it's Delusional.
Delusional?
Yeah, I really, really like to rewatch that one. I enjoyed working on it the most. It came together, I would say, the quickest. And it's also my only one that has an original score.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who did the score?
The Emily Seward and Philip Digby, who also played Dottie and James.
Yeah, Dottie, the
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
I got to meet all these people when they filmed here. Do you have, like, is there different parts? Like, if you could pick one of the things that you don't like the worst, don't like the best, or one of the worst parts of filming a movie, if you could change any parts, not necessarily off those four, but in general, what would you change, or what would you look at doing, at hoping to get differently? Because I know there's good to bad to everything.
I mean, right now I do a lot on my own. I get a lot of help from Michael, my partner, and
I know you know a lot of actors and actresses and stuff like that.
But to have like a crew, that would be awesome. Someone who I could trust, or someone who
sees the vision like you do.
Someone who could edit. Someone who would, set up.
You need a Roberto.
Yeah.
We have one of those. Yes, we're going to acknowledge you.
I need someone to
But I'm going to tell you,
set up like a call sheet for me, and do like a lot
stuff,
of like administration stuff.
So you
organizing. Yeah. Producer, editor. I loved having an original score. So
that is a good. That is awesome.
Which I probably would try to ask Emily if she would do another one for me, because I loved what she did.
It sounded great.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, you mentioned your partner, Michael, and Michael is one of the main stars in all four movies, right?
He's in every one. Yeah.
Why don't we bring him on for a second so that everybody can see him?
Here he is. You're going to recognize this guy.
This is Michael. You're going to recognize him. Michael has appeared in every one of the shorts.
I have.
He is also the voice for Dead McMahon.
Dead McMahon. Yeah.
Right, and he's wearing one of my favorite movies, right here. Anyways, I wanted to introduce you real quick.
Hello, everybody.
So, and I think it's great that you guys work together on these movies, and it's a passion project outside of just yours. It's a group passion project.
Yeah, I mean, when we first met, he heard that I wanted to make movies, and our first conversation was about Cannibals.
Yeah. Was it really?
100%.
What's your favorite part about? I know this. You have a full-time job, but what's your favorite part of filming movies, making movies?
I really like to act.
Do you?
Yeah, so I like to do the characterization on the day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you do good. Mood and Pool, you were great.
Thanks. Like her, I love the shoot day.
That's the
best part. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the editing is a total nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the work part.
Yeah,
that's
the
the work.
I always start off like being like, "This is going so good. I love this." And then by the end, I'm, can't sleep. I have insomnia. I'm like, I get like,
and you're like, I'm going for a drive.
Yeah, pretty much.
She does most of the editing.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm getting what I call mad scientist mode. And he's coming up to me and he's like, "Would you like some water?" And I'm like, "Go away."
Well, I think that runs into when you work with your partner. Because, Steve and I own this, and sometimes you love it, and sometimes you're just like, oh my God, I gotta leave before I flip out for 2 seconds, because we're human.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
Yeah.
So it happens. But thank you for popping in.
No problem.
And I'm gonna have you move right over here real quick, and I may call you back. I wish we could see your whole dress. That's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So you've got more. You do more with Vampa. You've got Queen Wasp Production, which does all of your stuff, right?
Yeah.
It does your movies, it does your series and stuff, and anything you plan on doing in the future, right? How long have you had Queen Wasp Production? Before we get into that, tell them how they can watch your movies.
Well, you can watch my movies on YouTube at Vampa's Visions. That's it.
So
no
YouTube
punctuation.
at Vampa's Visions.
All smashed together. Yeah.
We'll link it too.
And yes, of course, we'll link it.
I also have physical DVD or Blu-rays. Some people like to do that.
She just got them.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Actually, that'd be Jason.
That feels very official.
It's
gonna feel good, right?
I think it's awesome. Yeah. Well, first of all,
there's even a menu on it.
This is your legacy. I mean, we can work any job we want, right?
Yeah.
But when we create something for everybody to see, whether it's movies, regardless of what it is, music, movies, whatever, but the creation comes from our soul, our heart, our passion, everything. This is your legacy.
It is.
And so you now have physical legacy that's going to outlive us.
I hope so.
And my legacy
Well, it will. And
played a bit part in.
it did play a bit part.
And your legacy with the store.
Well, yes.
So we're all tied together.
And the show, because I mean, we're doing good. Yeah, I mean, in Delusional, this all shows up. All of your morbid moments show up. I know, isn't that cute?
I know.
We're going to show those in a minute.
But I was like giddy when I saw that scene. I'm like, look, my things are in the background.
So before we get on to Babylon and talk about your series, there's some aspects in these movies, these shorts, that I think that you guys should, look for when you're in there, and that actually stood out to me. And that would be in, well, we talked about Murder Pool a lot. We all know I like that, and the inviting the people you hate over and saying, pretend, because you're going to say you have a director ready to talk to him. And I keep looking at him because he's the main star of that movie. And so, but in Delusional, the smoke effect, and I understand that was you again, that with the smoke effect of when they took the actor from human form to doll form.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very creative way of doing that. And it was done really well. Plus there's, I don't want to say CGI, but there is special effects in it because he's doll size.
Yeah.
And you have, what's her name? I forgot her name. The one who played the crazy.
Miss Jamie?
She did the score.
Oh, Emily. Dottie plays Dottie. Yeah.
Dottie. When Dottie's big face is there talking to him, and she comes down, and I'm not giving too much away. She comes down with a new outfit to change his outfit.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can change my own outfit. And she's like, no. And she slowly pulls his pants down. It is a doll. That was amazing. The way that was done. I thought it was hilarious.
Thank you.
See, it's these campy and horror that I love.
That's I think one of the reasons why Delusional is one of my favorites.
Is it?
Because of stuff like that. I felt very I don't know. I felt very confident to write the weirdest things I thought.
Absolutely. And I love that you mentioned David Lynch, because I am a huge David Lynch fan. If you haven't seen Twin Peaks, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
And so move over there into the corner. Go get me the dunce hat.
You have homework.
It's on my list.
Yes.
Okay, Twin Peaks, Eraserhead. I mean, David Lynch is a great person to have as an inspiration because he did not go within the rails.
Right.
You know what I mean? And some of his stuff was really out there.
Yeah.
Like, the weird dream effect in Twin Peaks with all those little people.
It's funny that the weird stuff tends to get passed over at first, but then it really stands the test of time, and it always ends up on everybody's cult favorite list. And then it becomes the new standard of emulation.
So
the weirder the better.
And now going back to your very first one of Cannabis Cannibal, that would have to be my second favorite one, because it is, to me, when you look at something that is a new adventure that you are stepping on, and I know that was your first adventure into film, and the fact that it was put together, and I know there was probably headaches. I know there were days you were probably ready to give up, but you didn't. And now it's a creation, and it started this entire string of 4 series. So that is why that would have to be one of my favorites too, because I think that it really shows determination, dedication, and your true passion.
Thank you.
So, what else do you have to say about your 4 films?
I just want people to watch them.
Watch them, because they're funny.
Yeah.
They're funny. They're and you will be supporting a local artist.
Yeah. It's okay if you don't like it too.
Well, it is, but you know what? It's all just like, what does Madonna say? You watch it. This killed me. You watch my stuff every time I put it out. That makes you a fan, bitch. That's exactly what it says. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
So you have a show. You have a web series called Babylon.
Yes.
We have the stickers here, by the way. Tell me about that.
So Babylon with Vampa is essentially a talk show where I interview creative people from the area, people who are putting on events. Sometimes I've interviewed people who are doing things that I'm curious about. I've had bands. I've had a lot of fellow filmmakers on, actors. who did I have on last? I think I had Mitch from VHS Detroit on last, and he does a cool event at Planet Ant every month where he shows randomly. Well, I don't know if it's random. I think he chooses it, but it's a surprise. He shows a tape, like a VHS tape that he found in the wild.
Just something he likes that he thought was cool.
And everyone watches it, and it's usually like a bad movie but fun, and people will riff on it. And then he has a panel that he asks questions to, and he does like an improv thing, and it's a fun little thing.
That's how Rocky Horror Picture started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the type of people I interview. I've interviewed David Villio, who is a film who actually shot Murder Pool with me.
Oh, cool.
And he's also a filmmaker in his own right as well. I've
So
had him on twice.
I think it's cool, and I love the whole aspect of it with your dead McMahon sitting next to you.
Yeah, we do it like late night style, kind of.
And that's what I like about that. Matter of fact, I'm going to have his name just flew out of my head. Not Wolfgang, but I'm screaming. Okay, I'll get back to you. He used to have a TV show. It just flew out of my head. That happens when you're over 50. Yes, thank you. Wolfman Mac on the show here soon.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll bring you back with it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
To do it because
I love it.
His sister is a friend of mine. Well, a big customer here and stuff. And he's been in several times. Well, hello, Gabby. Hello, everybody. So we've got several people watching. I love it. So, Vampa, what is your favorite part about do you do those weekly?
No, I kind of do them very irregularly. It's pretty much when I can find a guest and when our schedules match up. It's been a while since I've done one. I've kind of had a lot going on.
I know there's 22 episodes right now.
Wow.
Yeah, the 22 episodes, which is good.
Yeah.
Because it means, oh my God, she put one out. Let's watch.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
I used to try to do them about once a month.
Once a month.
I've had a bunch of stuff going on, so we haven't done any. But I do have a few people who I was thinking about asking to come on. So I have had people have asked me, where we can have some more. So people like it. So
I watch it. I like it.
That's nice. It builds a little suspense. And I mean, ours is every week, and there are some weeks where we're like, what are we going to talk about next? What do we want to have? Like, we're kind of like brainstorming as we go. And then
and you can tell, trust me, when that happens, because we're like,
it's my major, I think, challenge with that is finding guests.
It is a major challenge.
And then the schedule, like when can you come?
Right.
Sometimes the people I really want to have on are like really busy and they're not gonna.
You ever thought about recording them and then posting it instead of doing it live?
Oh, we do record it.
Oh, you do record it?
Yeah, we don't do it
live.
live.
I thought you were doing it live.
No.
Anyways, they're the coolest. You have to maintain this certain time and stuff like that. I get that. So what do we foresee in the future for Queen Wasp Productions? Is horror what you're going to maintain? I know you'll probably still do horror in the future. But do you reach outside of that genre? Do you do other genres?
I think I'm going to. Like I have a few projects on the horizon.
Any chance you could tell us what any of those are?
Yeah, so
it's breaking here. It is.
I am collaborating with a musician who goes by Scum Queens.
Scum Queens, love that.
Yes, he is a one-man band.
Oh, it's not even a woman. It's Scum Queens. I love it. One-man band. Even better.
He
one person.
Yeah.
I think he originally wanted to have a band, but then it just ended up being
but I love the fact that he kept the name though.
Yeah. And so he is making a music video.
Okay.
That is horror related. And I don't know how, he didn't tell me to keep it a secret, but the name of the song is Incels. And it's kind of his.
Is it out yet?
I don't think so.
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's kind of his fantasy of like what he would wants to happen to incels. And that's all I'll say about it. And we're going to film that actually next week.
Awesome.
Yeah, on Belle Isle.
You heard it here, folks.
So I'm very excited about that. It's my first music video. The subject matter of it is right up Vampa's alley. We're hoping to have some blood in it. It's gonna be fun. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
I also have another idea that I've been working on and thinking about for years. It's much more conceptual than and non-narrative. It's not like anything I've done.
Oh,
It's more.
I think it's good when you challenge yourself by going
Yeah.
outside of your comfort zones.
It's more like a I don't know if you're familiar with Kenneth Anger. He did like he's credited as the inventor of the music video.
Oh,
in the 60s.
no,
he
but
made,
I'll have to Google him and find out.
Yes. He's
Mhm.
famous for Scorpio Rising, Fireworks. These are all shorts, non-narrative, and he put pop music to a lot of them. And the way that he used pop music, a lot of people consider him to be like the inventor of a music video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
I love that.
I'm very inspired by him. And I really want to do something anger-esque in that way. And
I love that it's anger-esque.
Yes.
Because I think that that's a good way to look at it, especially because when you talk about horror, Ice Nine Kills flies into my mind because they do all the horror, and that's very anger-esque.
Oh, well, Kenneth Anger is the name, so from him. But I mean, he's a little
something flying around in here.
Yeah, I see this fly.
They're coming from hell. No, I'm kidding.
The dead bodies we have hiding.
They're down here. She was real. No, I'm kidding. So I had to decorate.
They
with dolls.
watched Delusional, maybe, and
she did. I know.
All of our not at all haunted dolls.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, I think it's great what you're doing, and I don't think you should ever stop doing it because I think that over time and by putting those shows out, I think that it's going to grow your clientele because we have not had another Mistress of the Darkness since Elvira, and but I think since her we haven't had anyone. I mean, not even male or female.
Not
male
like
or female.
mainstream. No, I know there's, some people who are doing it.
Not like mainstream though, because I can't think of anybody.
No, I can't either.
So I think that maybe that slot has opened, and it's a great way of moving into it.
Well, I do have. Well, I got a couple more things to talk about. Yes. I do have a couple episodes of another web series.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Called Vampa's Video Vault, where we are doing that, where we're watching old horror movies. We do a little skit based on, what we saw in the horror movie.
Right.
We have 2 episodes of that out right now. We're kind of in mid-production, or I don't know if it's mid. Maybe 2% into production of a third one, and again that kind of got a little stopped up.
We'll just put on hold for a minute.
Yeah, we haven't been too active this summer, like at all. So we'll, that's something else that we just want to do. So we've just been kind of doing, and when we had the time, and it's fun. We like to watch the movie, come up with skits
doesn't it suck when life gets in the way?
Yeah,
when you have to pay bills, when you have to do that type of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, watch scary movies
or make them.
I know, right?
I had to get a full-time job, so that was
I mean, there will come a day when your passions will pay for everything, but we have to unfortunately pay for our way up to that spot.
I am in a good union that I get quite a bit of time off.
Awesome.
So that is going all towards my filmmaking.
I think that's great. So, what else? Anything else coming up?
Yeah, I'm collaborating with Hot Talent Buffet, who were in Delusional as well, and they do different characters. They do live things, but I'm collaborating with them. We're going to write a bunch of like comedy sketches and film like a sketch movie.
Right.
And I don't like this movie, but the only thing I can compare it to is Kentucky Fried Movie.
Okay.
The sketches in the one movie. We're gonna have like an overarching kind of narrative that makes sense as to why you're watching a bunch of little shorts,
Right.
But we're all gonna, write some sketches. Mike's gonna write some too. I don't want to act in it, but I probably will because I end up having to and everything. But
because we become everything.
Yeah.
When we're doing stuff ourselves until we get to the point.
Yeah, you will wear a million hats right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because we're doing this just for fun and stuff comes up, they can't make it.
Right.
I've had, and this hasn't happened on my probably the last couple shoots, but maybe early, people cancel. I don't know. They get scared. They decide they realize I don't want to be on camera. What am I doing?
Right.
So
that wouldn't be me ever
yeah,
at all.
yeah, me either.
I know. Her either.
It's just stressful. It's just a lot for me to like be the director,
It
the
is.
camera person, and act.
So if you could, out of all of those,
Yeah.
acting, camera person, throw camera person aside, acting, the producer, director, stuff like that. If you could choose one of those, which would you choose? Director.
Yeah.
See, I would be producer. I would produce. I mean, I like being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I guess I should say I need to be in front of the camera. Otherwise, my life is just. But the thing is, I enjoy the production of it, putting it together. So if I could get to the point where I don't need to be in front of the camera, then and only be there when I want to be and not necessarily need to be, then I would be happier.
Well, it's more of a novelty than a necessity.
Right. Because we're creating the Detroit Icon series, which is going to be going to Amazon Prime. And just the creation of those puts a warm feeling in my stomach, kind of like when you finished a movie. It was like, this is my baby. So it gave you that warm feeling.
Yeah.
And every time I stand on camera or on stage, I don't get that same warm feeling. I get excited, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that feeling of, oh my God, this came from here to here.
Yeah. Real thing now. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that actually makes me more fulfilled than acting a fool in front of the camera, even though I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
You do it well.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And I like acting for other people more than for myself, because you know, when I go on someone else's set and act, I'm just, my only job is to act and to follow their directions. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay.
So
this light's not working.
I'm assuming
Sorry,
actor.
you know, I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah. So Michael,
yes.
your partner, he just said acting. He would want to be an actor.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So, you know, we all have our passions that drive from.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool. I just think it's cool that we try to create these passions, like me with the TWL, you with Vampa, and we get knocked down. We do. Everyday life knocks us down.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's Wi-Fi going out 10 minutes before.
Oh my God.
That's
going to give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
In the glass section with the light. It's something every week. We're always like, what's going to happen
Or is somebody going to like what I made?
Yeah.
That is more crushing than anything else.
Nasty comments or feedback.
Oh, I've gotten to the point where I enjoy those because I read them.
Well, yeah, they're funny now.
Right.
But at first, when it's your first little venture out and you get negative criticism, it's kind of like, oh, well.
So,
you know, I don't think I get enough views to get. I've never gotten any negative.
Well, we got our first ones talking about, you know, I did this interview with this with the pinups, and they said and the comment was somebody should get an actual guy.
Oh my God.
To talk to these beautiful women. And I'm like, really? An actual guy? Let's see what the world says about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, throw him to the wolves.
But it's funny because I think they're hilarious, because that would never be said to your face.
No, never.
Never.
I've gotten gross comments from men.
Oh.
Which they don't think they're being mean.
Which is funny because in this,
I don't know if it's mean, it's just disrespectful.
Let me ask you something.
Real brave behind a keyboard.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about actually producing things, because both of us have produced things. And I just lost my train of thought. So that's lovely for live TV. But do you feel, because I used to work with Brooke Allen, and I would sit in a meeting with her for her to try to get somebody to help sponsor her show or do whatever.
Yeah.
And they would direct all their conversation to me.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't me there. I couldn't believe the existence of as much misogyny as there was today. Do you feel that in your industry, like when you're trying to do a movie, do you feel that they start directing the conversations to like your partner rather than you?
Honestly, no. And I'm very shocked because I've had that experience with him in other parts of life. But no, typically, I don't get that. It seems very like I meet mostly men making films.
Right.
I think I've met like one or two other women who are directors, if that. So all men. I have had some men give me advice which is like,
advice.
yeah, I'm like, I didn't really ask you, and I don't know why you don't think we're peers, that I would need your
That's
advice.
what I don't get
Yeah.
in this day and age. And I know that, you know, people don't surprise me, but people shock the shit out of me.
Yeah, yeah.
And to this day, like when I would sit there and and I'd be like, I'm just here for support. You need to talk to her. And you've experienced that in other situations.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it just blows my mind.
I'm actually very surprised I haven't like gotten anything too bad as far as misogyny.
Well, I hope that you don't.
I mean, I've had like, I remember someone watched Cannabis Cannibals and said, you know, that was a pretty good video, but you know, you should have ironed out your curtains behind you.
This or that.
And I'm like,
next time I make one, I'll call you to do it.
I was like, I didn't even like ask you, and then it's like, oh, I'm the problem, you know, and I just ended up blocking that guy.
But it's funny because everybody will have an idea. Everybody will have a better way of doing something.
Yeah.
I get that. You get that. We all get that.
It's 2020. It is easy to sit on the other side of it and nitpick.
Absolutely.
To do it yourself.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to get questions from people on here throughout from now until next week on like the different shows and stuff like that. So would I be able to send them to you? Would you be able to answer them?
I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And if anyone knows any comedians, actors, bands, anyone who's doing something cool, like, you know, let me know if they want to be interviewed on the show.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I actually do know some. But do you want to keep it towards the macabre?
No, I've had people who aren't macabre.
Yeah.
I think the only person I turned down, and I feel really bad because he hasn't had anything else I could promote for him, was he was doing a like very emotional play called like Mother's Day, and I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah, because you want to be true to your art, and
I just felt like, well, I'm too irreverent. It was like a really serious play, you know,
and
about people's dead moms, and
stuff
I'm
like
like,
that.
that's too somber for my show. Come back to me when you have like comedy or something.
Yeah, because you can't really play off it.
Yeah.
You would have to sit there and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Did they come up from hell? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So can you hear?
Ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you were making the film that you did here,
what made you want to do it here? I mean, obviously when somebody walks in here and they're a fan of
that is a good question.
They see all this. I can see why you would want to shoot a scene here, but what was your feeling of, I have to do it at Time Warp?
I think you hit the nail on the head. Just like is the section we're standing in.
Mm-hmm.
I really like, so one of the like kind of themes, I guess, of Delusional is like objects,
right,
and collecting things, and iconic items, you know, that represent people. So I thought a thrift store or a vintage shop would be a good place to kind of echo that kind of theme. And I mean, it just fit in so well with the, like, there's another part in the movie where I talk about Hummels, and we have the precious moments over here, and you know, it just worked really well. And originally I wrote Delusional as a short story, not a film, and I had it take place in an office building, like a real sterile office. And I was like trying to think of an office I could shoot it in, and then I'm like thinking about how boring it's gonna look, and I wanted it to be boring because I wanted to show that like her life was boring. But I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna shoot. And Jason said, you can always shoot anything here. And I was like, I'll think about it. I don't know. And then I went home and I was like, wait a minute. And I just rewrote everything because I was like, this is perfect. Because then I thought about the theme of, you know, collecting and having objects representing people and things. And
well, that's the whole story. I mean, she collected dolls.
Yeah.
It gives me kind of like Needful Things vibes.
Yeah.
Where, like the item has like this attachment to, like, you know, or like what's the one that just came out with the oh my goodness, the lady's sister comes to visit with like this golem creature.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I don't know.
This past year,
but
I can't think of it now, but
it works perfectly because she collected humans and turned them into dolls to place them up. You guys have to see it. It's really cool. And especially the way they transformed from doll to or from human to doll.
You know what other movie did that?
What?
Very campy. Epitome of camp.
What?
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
Actually, you're right.
I
I know that.
Humans into robots.
They did turn humans into robots.
I never saw that.
Yes, and so did there was also one Liquid Sky did that because
I did see that, but I don't remember.
The
Maybe
aliens
it
came
got
down,
into me.
and when they had sex with the men, it turned them into animals.
Okay.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Liquid
I saw
Sky.
that when I was a teenager. I don't remember anything about it.
And you can tell that I love movies because Liquid Sky is a very rare movie to find, and the fact that you actually know it. So it's funny because a lot of people think, oh, what is that? What is that? When I talk about David Lynch and his older movies, or John Waters and his older movies and stuff like that.
Huge influence on me.
Love John Waters.
Too.
And he needs a new movie, John.
He does.
And I don't mean I just mean a new John Waters movie, like crazy people, crazy themes.
For sure.
But people are like, oh, what movie is that? But so when I talk to somebody and they're like, oh, I know that movie, I'm like, oh, really?
And we know weird movies.
And I think that's how you and I started talking and everything, because I've known you for several years. You and Michael, you've started here as a customer.
Back when you were down closer to
10 Mile, and then when we were only this side, so almost 15 years.
Yeah,
me too.
Well, you were very first.
Started talking
I think we
something odd together.
We started.
Oh my God, did we just?
If I remember correctly, I think we started talking because I had a necklace on that was Bride of Frankenstein.
Gosh, you have a better memory than I have.
I think that was one of the first times.
I tell you, it's too many days of watching Cannabis Cannibal for me. So, it really is. So, if you could wrap your 4-part miniseries into one sentence, what would it be? To get them to watch it.
Okay,
I'm putting her on the spot, everybody.
I had like a sentence that I came up with, and I can't remember it, but I think I said something like, it's like 90 minutes of delightfully, creepily campy cinema.
I love that.
To tickle your funny bone and send a shiver down your spine.
Do you know what one of my favorite campy movies is? And I say it, and people are like, I've never heard of it. Saturday the 14th.
Oh my gosh, we just watched it last Halloween.
One of my favorite movies. Have you seen it? You are getting a dunce cap twice. That's going to be the new thing on the show.
It's on Tubi. I don't know if it's on any of the other ones, but it's on Tubi.
It's a comedy.
Deal with
Saturday the 14th is a strict comedy. It's a screwball comedy.
It's
but
very like scary movie.
Yes.
It's so silly. It's so silly.
Yeah, it's silly. It's very people under the stairs. It's very, I mean, it's Saturday the 14th. High Spirits. Kind of.
I haven't seen that one. I don't.
Oh, High Spirits is more of a
Have
comedy.
you watched that? No.
It's with High Spirits is
I'm
with.
actually shocked. I haven't seen it either. I just
Saturday the 14th.
No, High Spirits.
Oh.
I've just seen like bits and pieces. I'm like, how did this movie fly under my radar for so long?
So Saturday the 14th, one of my favorite movies in the whole world, and that's how I look at. And funny, that's how I look at Delusional a little bit, is because it's campy and fun, but. Actually, I'd have to say Delusional is a little bit more scary than Saturday 14th. But so you've watched it. You've watched it.
Yeah.
Love that movie. What's some of your favorite movies that keep you inspired?
Evil Dead 2 is a big one.
Yay! Hello, Lover.
Love watching that one. Watch that one like once a year.
Yay! I love that's my favorite one too.
Yeah. Army of Darkness too.
I like Army. There's a series coming out.
I
heard about this.
Actually.
And
you
did?
It was one of those movies where like all the boys in high school that I was friends with were obsessed with it, and they're like, you have to watch it. And they made everybody come over, Halloween time to watch the movie. And it's one of those movies where like the first watch through, I was sitting there kind of like, what am I watching? It wasn't like the comedy doesn't quite hit you right away, and you're a little confused.
For which movie again?
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
Like, are you trying to be serious? Are you trying to be scary? And they're like, you'll get it. And so I'm watching it, and I'm kind of like, I'm not head over heels here, guys. And then, sure enough, somebody showed up like 45 minutes late, and they're like, we gotta rewind it. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to do this again. And then the second watch through, I was kind of like chuckling, and I was like, okay,
that's awesome.
And it like clicked, and then I was
that.
like, you're right, I love it, you're right, I get it, I'm on board.
I have to be with you 100% on that. I got the privilege of meeting the entire cast of Evil Dead, both 1, 2, and 3,
cool.
and the series, the TV series.
Cast of the first. I met the first movie cast at Main Art.
Oh, really?
For the like,
question and answer
for
thing.
the 20th anniversary of that movie.
And it's
So I
technically
went
a
to-
Michigan movie. I
It
love
is.
that.
All of them
I
are.
do love that.
So I went to a HorrorCon, and because they were here, and I met them all.
Mhm.
But what do you think of the new one?
I didn't see the new one,
The
the
new
newest
one.
one. I didn't see it.
Rise?
I didn't
Oh,
see
you need
it.
to watch. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's funny.
I'm so bad at watching new movies.
It's
I'm not
good, though.
necessarily.
Like,
It is good.
It's crazy too, though.
It's very, very, very 1 and 2, but two. I don't know what it was about 2, because 1 was meant to be a scary movie,
Right,
and this is
right.
directly from their mouth. 1 was meant to be a horror film. 2 was not. It was meant to be a campy craziness, which it was. The dancing, the dancing.
I love that.
Oh my God, it's my favorite part. And then he trips
Such
and falls
good.
into the well. But the 2013 was not funny. It was a strict horror film.
Yeah.
But Rise was hilarious.
I didn't know that was a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy
I'll have to
horror
see it.
comedy.
It's a dark comedy, though. I mean, like, it's not like
When
you
she's
have
in
to
that
like
tub,
horror
I
still,
was
'cause
laughing my butt off.
It's gruesome.
It
You
is.
still have
Oh,
to
so
like
was the first and
horror
second
and
one.
then find it funny.
But there's a new one coming out called Burn, Evil Dead Burn. It takes off right after the second one. I'm totally excited about it. What other ones?
Friday the 13th.
Of course.
I love every single one of them.
Me
Oh,
too.
that's not true.
And the more campier they get, the better they get.
Yeah, I really like the 3, 4, 5.
3 was the best.
6.
Mhm.
What's
I
the
liked
one I
4 and
don't
5.
like? The one
X.
I don't like. The one. No, I love that one.
Oh.
I don't like the one with like the psychic girl very much. That one's
that
a little
was 4,
boring
was
to
it?
me.
No, that maybe
No, that's
7.
Is it 7? Yeah.
The psychic girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 7. Part 3 was my favorite.
I like 3.
I saw it in 3D when I was 13 years old.
That's awesome. I want to see it in 3D.
I didn't sleep for 2 days.
So bad. I want to see.
I
Bring
literally
more
didn't.
3D horror.
I
back
think so
to
too.
the theaters for people to watch now.
I want to see
The
the
glasses and everything.
Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the 3D one of that too.
Part 3.
No, that was part 4, 5.
Part 4 or 5. I don't know. I didn't see the 3
6?
CD. Is it the one with Roseanne?
Yes.
Okay.
Freddy's dead.
Yeah, Freddy's dead. So anyways, we can go on about how horror films.
Yeah.
But check it out, because we have a ton back here. And she makes the morbid moments, which I got to show you up here. And you'll see those in
Yes.
Delusional.
You'll see them in
They are
Delusional.
featured.
It's a year or so ago. So I've got
Yeah,
new
a little
ones.
over a year.
Because I got to tell you, the only way you can actually sell a precious moment today is by making them morbid moments,
Oh,
right?
You're talking about Evil Dead. I have to show my zombie girl.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
the
she's
zombie
so
girl.
cute.
So these are great. And like I said, you can, if you watch the Delusional,
Little witchy.
then you can see
cute.
these in there too, because we stick a Hummel right in with them. And let me tell you, what was the character's name?
Miss Janie.
Miss Janie is just
She's horrible.
beside herself
She's
that they're
horrible.
over here. She can't handle this section. And you know what's funny is in that movie, the way you acted when it came to, you really need to move the Hummels out of this area.
We've all had those customers.
I actually had a customer write me a letter, because I used to have the religious section over here, and asked me how I could possibly put religious stuff next to all this stuff. She did. Wrote me a letter. That is not why I moved it, because the space is why I moved it a year after that. But I was just like, are you serious?
It's like,
But
it's
you
not
were just like perfect when it came to doing that.
Well,
So
thank you.
Vampa Vision, where can they get a DVD?
If they go to my Instagram, which is QueenWasp_productions, there should be a link in my bio to where you can order one.
Where they can order one of these?
Yeah.
Very good. So you can get it on Blu-ray. Can it regular DVD too?
I think
Only Blu-ray right now?
Yeah, I have DVDs, but they don't have Delusional on them.
Oh, okay. This is the complete
Yeah,
trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 3 of
And
them.
I also
Trilogy. I love it.
no
no,
I put Trilogy because I have the trilogy, but that's the Trilogy.
Yeah. So this has all 4 movies. You can get it on Blu-ray. And if you don't have a Blu-ray, then you are living in 1990.
I was eventually going to do DVDs, but I feel like most people wanted the Blu-ray, so I went with that first.
Or you can also go to the your page. YouTube is Vampa Visions.
Vampa's Visions.
Vampa's Visions.
No punctuation, no space.
Yep.
And Delusional and Murder Pool are actually also streaming on a service called Fossum. That's awesome, but starting with an F.
What is that?
It's a free, kind of cheap streaming service.
Can you just order it, or is
you
it
just download it on
just
like
download
your
it,
smart
like-
TV?
Like the other
Yeah,
ones?
I
Okay.
think it's you can just go to the website too, but I don't either. Murder Pool or Delusional is not on the website; it's only on the app.
Do you have the Patreon still?
I don't have the Patreon stuff.
Okay, so
But if you want to give me money, please.
just give her money.
Yeah,
and give me some
have
too,
on
and
my,
her and
Buy the
him.
Blu-ray.
on my Instagram. I do have a buy me a coffee link if you
Oh,
like what you
perfect.
see and
Yep.
you want to give me some money so I
Because-
can keep doing this.
That's
That'd
fun.
be
It's
awesome.
like, tip me.
Yeah.
Yes, and not only that, we're talking about a local artist who is actually producing content, not just for online content, but actual physical content
Yeah.
as well. As you can see, I am wearing Delusional. I actually have every shirt from every movie. No, I don't have Occasion of Sin.
I never did a shirt for Occasion of Sin.
Okay, I
Maybe
have
I need
all
to.
the available shirts,
Mhm.
except for, you know what I am missing? I am missing the Vampa this shirt.
Oh, you don't have that one?
That's
I
the
thought you
only-
did.
I have to look, but I think I have Cannabis Cannibals, I've got Murder Pool, and I think I've only have these three.
Oh.
So I'm going to need to get one of those
Okay,
from
yeah.
you. This
We
is,
can
look at
always
this.
do a special order for a shirt too.
Yep, and
So
I
let
mean,
me
I
know
wear
if you
this all
want
the
one.
time
Yeah.
because it's
thank
one of
you.
my favorite shirts.
Thank you.
It takes away my stomach. So it's because I'm
Delusional
delusional.
shirts are slimming. No,
So-
they're slimming.
They are slimming, and I love the shirt. So they can order a shirt too if they
Yeah.
wanted one.
Yeah.
A DVD and a shirt, always a good combo, you guys.
I'll give you a deal on that too.
There you go.
If you order
come on
more
in.
than one thing.
We're coming towards an end here.
Yeah.
Was there something we had to talk about
I
then?
have to reveal our answers.
Oh,
from
yeah, we'll
last
do that in a
week,
moment.
but other than
So,
that, no.
Vampa, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you for having me. This
Michael,
was so
thank you so
fun.
much for
Thanks for
coming.
having
Thank you.
So, do you dream to be a big time actor?
Yeah, I practice the Oscar
You want
speech
to?
all the time.
No, I know, but
No, he's
if
serious.
that's what you.
No,
Oh,
I'm
you do.
serious, yeah.
Oh, he's serious. She's serious. He's serious.
We should ask our guests if they would like to guess what
Oh, yeah.
our
Oh,
object
okay,
is from
yeah,
last
there we
week.
go.
I have a
before we
feeling-
reveal.
I have a feeling Vampa's going to know what that top
We
one
had
is.
mystery antiques from last week when
Yep.
we talked about glass. So we have this item.
Yep. Do you know what this is?
It looks
Well,
like
I
it
mean,
looks like a few
pipe.
thing.
It does, doesn't it? I know.
Yeah,
It looks like a
no.
pipe. This is
Oh.
not
there-
from Cannabis Cannibal.
Is there a hole in it?
Nope.
No.
My.
And
Well,
it's not just to hit somebody with.
I want to say it's a butt plug.
I'm thinking.
You know, it's
But I
funny
don't
because I
think it
said that
is.
earlier too.
Yeah.
She said
You're
butt
right,
plug.
She got it.
No.
I don't think it is. I have
No?
no.
What
I
about
was
that?
gonna say like something that you would like put to like water plants, like, but I
Oh, for it to water your plants. They do
Yeah.
make these that
Yeah.
are similar to that, but that's not what this one is.
yeah.
What do you think that is?
This is something to put your gum in.
Actually, that's probably what it is worth now.
Right?
Can I say?
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually a furniture coaster that would go underneath the
Oh.
furniture, and they come in all different colors.
The one we had
And
last week was
uranium glass.
but As everything does, it has flown out of the
Mhm.
store before. we
Highly
can answer
collectible
today.
because
Now
they
we-
come in all different
now
colors.
we've answered the
Wow.
last one.
I know.
I had no idea.
And
Yeah.
the uraniums
Put
glow.
them under the
What is
feet
that?
of your furniture
So
so it doesn't set
this
your
right
carpet.
here is going to take you back in time. Because even though it does look like a pipe, because it is made like a pipe,
Mhm.
probably by a pipe manufacturer, it is heavier than a pipe would be. It is a, do you know what darning is?
Something to do with fabrics,
It
textiles.
is. Okay, so this is what it's called a darning ball. And what this would be used for is to repair your socks.
Oh.
You would slide your sock over it until the hole appeared and you would darn your sock.
Wow.
So this is a
Elaborately
darning ball.
decorative, mundane item I've
It
never
is.
seen.
Yeah.
So
You wouldn't think that it was not like functional. I would think it was something more.
It's like having
No,
a
I love
sterling
I love what you
silver-
thought too,
I
because
don't know.
he literally was looking at it and I go, it looks like a butt plug, doesn't it? And I
Daniel-
said the
yeah.
same thing.
Daniel said that when I got home. He managed to not comment that last week. He held it to himself. But I got home,
So-
I was like,
Remind me not to touch it.
he was like, what
Okay,
the butt plug
so-
thing?
That, of course, is the dirty minds of Time Warp.
Yeah.
But these can go hand in hand because we do not use these anymore for
No.
furniture coasters, right?
Yeah.
So
And nobody
actually,
darns a sock at all anymore.
somebody came in today and looked at one of these, the uranium one, and she's like, oh, I like that, but what would I use it for? I want to give it to my son. And I said, well, what does your son collect? And he goes, well, he's a sports person and everything. And I said, does he have baseballs?
Perfect.
And she said, yes. And I said, a baseball will sit perfectly on this. And it's uranium, so it'll show up. I said, but, and then it's funny because we were over here talking about it, and I said, but it's a darning sock holder too, because you could easily just hold your darner like that.
There we go.
Right? So, why not, right? So, two old things. So these are non-existent anymore because we just throw our socks away, but maybe you shouldn't because, you know, they're going to be expensive. You would just sew it up. Isn't that hilarious?
Wow, yeah.
Old school. There is no real use for those today. So anybody who bought this would just drill a little hole. And,
yeah, now it's just art glass. But.
Right? So that is what those is. So those of you who we revealed to you.
Been in suspense for a week.
Yes. I love it because the closer we get to ending, the more people get on. And it's like, sorry, people, you're going to have to watch.
Yeah, now we're just off on tangents. About
you missed everything.
You missed all the good stuff. You'll have to go back and watch it.
We
Thank
talked
you
about you
so much for we did. And now Vampa, say your last name again.
Delombra
has to take the long trek on the River Styx.
Yeah.
Back to the underworld. Hell. Do you pay the
ferryman?
The ferryman.
I don't have to.
You don't have to, but he does.
They're on good terms.
Yeah.
I always got to slip him the coin.
You always got to slip him the coin, right? Yep. So thank you for taking the time. I know that you guys don't live in this area, so thank you for driving all the way down here and talking with us. Go on YouTube under Vampa's Visions and watch her shorts because they're a lot of fun. And I'm so excited that we have a lot of new stuff coming out from you guys.
Yeah. Be sure to follow me so you get it right when it comes out and leave comments and everything, especially if they're nice.
Yes, and I shared Delusional on the Time Warp page and the TWL page. So please jump in and watch it. Also, click on that link, go to her page, and like and subscribe her page and follow it because that's how you're going to see.
On my Morbid Moments page too, and was like, watch the video and look for me.
So, any last words you guys want to say?
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. I hope you have fun watching my movies, if nothing else. You don't even have to think it's a great work of art, just as long as you, even if you laugh at the bad job you did, you think I did, I'll
sit
be
there
happy.
and do this and watch it.
Yeah.
But don't need anybody after.
Right? I know. Anyways.
Yeah, be sure to smoke non-cannabis
non-cannibal cannabis.
pot. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching another Time Warp Under the. Do you know that this is like season 6, episode 15, 20? I have to look and see.
We've done a lot already.
6 years
since I've been on. I was thinking back and I'm like, man, we've already covered a lot of topics and like seasons and.
Also, we just turned 15. So the company did. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Anniversary.
I am not looking forward to turning 55 at the end of this week. I am going to Washington, D.C. at the beginning of September, so you will see some footage from that coming, and who knows, some cool interviews with some high-powered people. You never know.
Oh.
So
hold down the fort.
I get to talk to a lot of important people about MAD, Mothers Against Drink Driving. So
very cool.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming on. I might have to steal that shirt. That's an awesome shirt.
That's a good one.
And